All right. So we're gonna play rock paper scissors to see who goes first. I got these sweet rock paper scissors dice, so let's go. Scissors.
Rock. I will choose to go first.
All right.
Alright, so this hand is actually fine, and I'm going to keep it because I can play this on turn 2 and do this on turn 3.
My hand is sweet because I can either lead off on this or this, depending. We're gonna take a lot of damage though, but I think that's fine.
Are you good?
Yep.
I'm going to play Foothills and say go.
Yep. Draw for the turn. Not too shabby. Let's see. So Wooded Foothills and no play. I think we're gonna start off with. I'm gonna go with Bloodstained Mire. No, we're gonna go Mana Confluence. We're gonna take 3. We'll play a Thoughtseize.
Alrighty.
Mantis Rider. Spiteful Return. Sorin, Mantis Rider, Sylvan Caryatid. I think Sylvan Caryatid is probably gonna give us the most trouble, although Mantis Rider is kind of annoying. I'm gonna take the Sylvan Caryatid.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to crack. Draw. Alright, so that draw actually helps in the long run. I'm going to play this Forest and say go.
Okay. Go ahead and draw. That was a sweet draw. I'm gonna take another 1 and play Soldier of the Pantheon.
Yep.
And Bloodstained Mire, and you're up.
That draw is going to make it awkward. Because that card is not what I wanted. So I'm going to play Delta. I'm going to crack them both. Delta's going to go get a Swamp. And I'm going to get a Forest with the Foothills.
So for those that have never played with fetch lands before, never played Modern or Legacy, this is a common shortcut. You can announce the shortcut. You can fetch with both fetch lands and then only shuffle once. It's like a commonly known thing, but for those that never played with them before.
Good?
Yep. Of course.
Reveal that, and then I'm going to say go.
Okay. So we're going to have double red no matter what next turn. I don't think we want to draw any more lands. Not that the fetching of Bloodstained Mire is going to do any of that. It's going to thin our deck a little bit of land. It's going to find the 1 swamp in the deck. We know that he has 2 Mantis Riders, but he's not anywhere near close to playing those. Since we took his Caryatid. And that Courser is just going to be a pain in our side for a while.
Oh, that 4-body does it.
That was a sick draw. So I'm going to go ahead and Convoke, taking 1, and Stoke the Flames, and say go.
Alrighty, that's one way to deal with that. So I get to draw this Mana Confluence. So both of these still are unplayable because of how I had to fetch. So I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to go right into Sorin.
Yep, and that card is pretty good.
Then I'm going to -2 and make his up. Or,
Vampire? I don't think we have a Vampire token.
We don't, apparently. I'll just... 2/2 flying zombie, apparently.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Alright,
and I take 1.
Yep. So that thing's a 2/2 flyer. So we have a couple of things we can do. Just trying to figure out what the best way to do it is. Either way, we're going to lose this guy. I also forgot my trigger. Which is a common thing, apparently.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's hard. Like, I'm not used to seeing the actual gold color card.
Yeah, I would have remembered if it was actual gold, but that's fine. We're going to play this no matter what, but I think we want this guy around, so we might just let Sorin live this turn. So I'm going to go ahead and play this, taking 1.
He flies, right?
He is a 5/4 flyer that can gain lifelink, vigilance, and haste, but he's not going to do any of that.
Alrighty.
And you're up. So we're setting up for this.
That sounds bad. Draw. Well, that just got actually a lot better.
Another mana confluence?
No. Not too far off. It's a mountain.
Yeah.
The problem is like, do I want to tick up Soren and just like say go? Because he just threw a blocker in front of me and my flyer can't get past? Or do I want to do this? And tick down Soren and make him deal with these flying army. I think I'm going to actually go like this. I'm going to bestow that.
Alright.
So he has a 3/3. Flying. I have to actually read this. Whenever I attack with it, I lose 2 life. Then I'm going to uptick Soren. So all my creatures get +1/+0.
Yep, and lifelink.
And lifelink.
Yep.
So I'm going to offer this trade, because I'll still be left with the body. So attack, trigger.
I will lose 2 life. So let's see. Can't make him indestructible, apparently, or unfortunately. So I can like do the trade. He gets a spiteful returned. I think I'm fine just taking it and him gaining 4. So, or gaining, yeah, 4.
4.
So I'll take 4.
I will gain 4.
Okay.
And then it's your go.
Alright, so we're going to hope that this is good enough. If it's not, I don't know what is. So I'm going to go ahead and take 1.
Yep.
Play Dictate of Erebos.
Yep.
I am going to probably have to sack this, but we're probably going to do it after blockers, before damage. That way he can't block with a spiteful return. Well, he can't block with a spiteful return either way. So.
Because your guy flies.
Yep. So I'm gonna sack and give lifelink.
Yep.
And attack Soren.
Well, response I have to sack.
Yep.
5/3, right?
Yep.
5/4. Yep. Soren's dead.
And I gain 5 life. And pass it off.
All right. Can this draw wield me something good?
Blue land.
And that is what we needed.
That's not good. Blue land.
I will take 2.
All right.
Oop, wrong one. This Mantis Rider is coming at you.
Yep.
Combat.
Yep. I will take
Trigger.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then it's your go.
Okay. We're gonna need a pretty good draw here. I have a lot of them in the deck. That is not one of them. So, I think we play this. And we know he has another Mantis Rider as his only card in hand. So I think we just stay back on defense. And we have the perfect mana so we don't have to hurt ourselves. So we'll play that.
Another Butcher.
And we'll play Mountain.
Yep.
And it's your turn.
Alrighty. Let's see what this draw wheels. That is a little late to the party for what we need. Now that we're facing down 2 5/4s that potentially can give lifelink. So lifelink, flying.
I can give him Vigilance and Haste.
Alright.
So the Haste part's over.
Yeah, the haste part's dead. The vigilance is not really there anymore. So my issue is my guys just got outclassed. So I'm gonna move to combat.
Sure.
I will attack you for 1 and trigger for 2.
I'll take the trigger. I have no clue what he could be playing for this, so I'm going to go ahead and double block.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, my guys are outclassed.
Alright.
2 to play the other Mantis Rider. And is it worth it to play this? No. I'm going to say go.
Alright. Come on. Oof. That was... I'm going to say that was spicy. See that? Alright. I'm going to play a Goblin Rabble Master.
Yeah.
I'm going to move to combat, trigger Goblin Rabble Master.
Yep.
Make a Goblin token. I'm going to sack my Goblin token to give this Butcher lifelink.
Yep.
Trigger Dictate of Erebos. I'm going to go ahead and going to be gaining 5. I'm going to attack with both of my butchers.
Both those butchers. So you'll go to 8, I'll go to 7. I'm so far behind at that point. Yeah, I guess I gotta actually take it. Like, as bad as it sounds.
Alright, and your turn.
Can the draw help me? That draw would have been great about 4 turns ago. Because it's all land-based damage now. Combat.
Yep. I will go to 5.
I will go to 6.
Alright. 6.
And then now, because I'm in kind of a racing situation, I actually have to play this out.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Let's see, so he has 3 guys, so if we draw a creature off the top, we can kill him. Or remove a spell. That was neither. Alright, so we can put him down to 1 creature at the cost of our Rabblemaster. And then we gain a ton of life, and I don't know how he comes back from that, so I think that's what we're going to do. Move to combat, trigger Rabblemaster.
Yep.
Token, sack to give lifelink.
Sack that to 19.
And then I'm going to sack this to this one to give lifelink.
Yep.
And then I'll attack with both. I mean, he doesn't technically have to block 1. He can go to 1.
Actually, I would die.
Oh yeah, sorry, he would die. He does have to block 1, sorry.
Yeah, so I have to throw 1 under the bus.
Yep. And I gain 10. I'll play a land and say go.
Does the draw help? Nope.
Okay.
And I die.
To be on the play?
Yeah, I will choose the play.
Alright.
Maybe this hand will do something. Not get ripped by that one Thoughtseize.
Dude, that Thoughtseize was pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. Alright. This 7 is unkeepable as we only have this 1 mountain as our only mana source. So I'm gonna send it back.
Yeah, this 7 is very sketchy. All I'm missing is 1 color. But that color actually kind of runs the deck. So I'm actually going to send it back. Alright, down to 3.
All the splash colors?
No. Those are actually like decent colors.
This hand is sweet. We're a little awkward as we don't know what this wants to do, but we can lead off on this. It's most likely getting this though, because it enables both these cards.
So this hand is fine. The only problem is I'm missing 1 color, but I'll be fine without it for now. I'm going to lead off with Foothills and say go.
Okay. Definitely going to get that now, unless we draw it off the top. Pantheon, good. Yep. I'm going to make all my triggers this time.
You sure?
I think so.
And so my draw was that I didn't hit what I needed to actually go. I'm going to play Force and say go.
Okay. So another one of these. I'm going to play Bloodstainmire, attack.
Yep, 18.
No threat of Bile Blight, so go ahead.
That you're aware of.
I mean, that deck is 5 colors, going to be anything.
It could be anything. Well, I'm still short. So my draw actually helps, but not much. I'm going to play an island, and I'm going to pass back to Ox.
No need to fetch, as we don't exactly know what this Bloodstainmire wants to be. That is probably a terrible draw. But I'm going to use this. Due to the fact that we want to play these, and this can happen if it wants to, we're going to go get a mountain. I never said the mana base was perfect.
Well, 10 shocks just left, so.
Yeah, it'd have been super sick with shocks. Goblin Rabblemaster.
Goblin or Rabblemaster. Yeah, it's going to resolve.
Alright, trigger.
Yep.
Attack for 5. And your turn.
Alright, let's pray for a miracle. Well, that's not the miracle I was hoping for. I'm gonna play this Looted Delta. So now at least I have access. I'm just missing one color. Go ahead.
I'm waiting for Chromanticore.
It might happen.
So, I'm assuming he probably has the Flash guy, or a Flash guy. But I think it's still... might not be worth it to attack with him. Like, that might just be awful. Yeah. Like, that's the only thing you could have, like, 4 mana and pass with, and if, like, he has 4 mana and passes and, like, doesn't have a play, I don't think Goblin Rebel Master is going to make a difference anyway. So I'm going to trigger Goblin Rebel Master, go into attacks. I'm going to attack with everybody besides the Rebel Master.
So 2, 4, 6?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. Good. It would have increased our clock a little bit. He'd have been at 3 instead.
I'm going to crack this.
Okay.
Go find a swamp. Maybe I can find the cards that are actually going to get me out of this.
Tremor.
You'd be surprised. That card's going to be pretty helpful. Tremor. Earthquake would work too.
Yeah. Earthquake would be even better. You'd kill my Rebel Master.
Yep.
But then you would have fetched from Mountain.
I have a Foothills. It's gonna get you. So that draw does not help me one bit. And I am just dead on the counter swing. I'll show you my hand.
Okay. Ah.
Yeah.
We needed white.
I needed white. Pretty bad.
Nope.
White, and I had every card out. I chained to the rocks.
We had a few.
Just a few.
So I'll start with my sideboarding explanation first. Basically, he has things like Sylvan Caryatid and Corsair Crewfix, which are giant roadblocks for us. So we're going to put in an Iroas Gata Victory. Means that, you know, he, like, if we just don't get stopped by like a 1 of Sylvan Caryatid in the way, or like if he taps out for Corsair Crewfix, we can still get through with our 2/1s. Dictate of Erebos, basically the same thing. His creatures are very cost effective, but they don't like make extra creatures. So, you know, we can lose like a Soldier of the Pantheon, and then he has to lose like, you know, something like a Mantis Rider, even though he's like boarding those out. But just as an example, Harness by Force is pretty sweet. His creatures, once again, are very cost effective and very powerful. Plus, it also combos very well with the Butcher of the Horde, the Demon, as I can steal this guy and I can also sacrifice it afterwards. Taking out Sorin, mostly because he's 4 mana, he doesn't protect himself as much, and in this matchup we're not going to have like a ton of guys just laying around to get the +1/+1 or +1/+0 and lifelink. And then I'm trimming the Thoughtseize mostly because they're very, very good early. They're not a great draw late, and they're not like super detrimental. We did get them color screwed with the Caryatid, but like we can't really bank on that as a strategy. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I'm bringing in Master of Waves because I saw a bunch of red creatures, and his protection from red is going to be very relevant. Barrage of Boulders, I've seen a bunch of X1 creatures, so this 1 damage can wipe his board, and if I have a 4/4, his big guys can't actually block. And Crackling Doom is a way that once Barrage hits, Doom is going to be there to clean up whatever creatures are going to be left. Mantis Riders just get outclassed by his big flyer, so I'm going to actually cut those out. Sarkhan is just too slow to keep in this matchup, and same with Sorin. And then Mardu Ascendancy it's not going to be worth it because it doesn't really help me all too much. Like, it puts extra guys in, but I'd rather have bigger, stronger, faster guys.
Yeah, I mean, you're on defense most of the time until you're winning, right?
Yep.
So. All right, game 3.
I will be on the play.
All right.
Let's see if this gets any better. So go for it. So this hand is a little slow, but it has first 1, 2, or 2, 3 in one place. So I'm going to actually keep it, and I'm going to let Hawk go with his.
Alright, my hand's pretty slow, but it does have a ton of removal. Trying to get a little closer so you can see a little bit better. But, yeah, I think we're good here.
Alright, I'm going to lead off with Flooded Stranded, so go.
Okay. Nomad Outpost, your turn.
I like to see that. I'm actually going to crack it now.
Okay.
And flip cards in my shuffling process.
Judge.
You didn't see him. So that draw is actually going to be really helpful come later. It's not going to do a whole lot now. So I'm going to play this forest into this line.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I think we're gonna play. Like next turn, we definitely want to play this. So I think we're gonna play with this instead of this guy. So I'm gonna play a mountain, and I'm gonna go ahead and chain your Fleece main line.
He's chained away.
You're up.
Alright, so I'm starting to flood, which is not a good thing. So I'm going to play this into Carroted.
Courser.
Carroted. Go ahead.
It's your top one.
My top one, it's a spicy island.
Helps with the flood.
Yeah, it does.
Alright, so this guy, our guy's gonna die, but whatever. Goblin Rebel Master, trigger, go.
So, as I said before, I am starting to flood.
It's good with Courser.
Yeah, it's good with Courser. What the upside is I've been flooding on these fetch lands.
Yeah.
So, I get to do those. And that Quickling, does it, like, do I want the Quickling or do I not? Probably not. So I'm gonna say go and then probably crack fetch at the end of his turn.
Alright, so we're gonna draw. Decent draw. Alright, so this guy's basically free if we want to play this. So that's, I think, the plan here. So we're going to use Nomad Outpost to play Soldier of the Pantheon.
Yep.
I'm going to play Battlefield Forge. I'm going to go ahead and trigger Goblin Rebel Master, or go to my attack step.
Yep.
Trigger Rebel Master. Before attacks, I'm going to take a damage. I'm going to Stoke the Flames.
I'm going to take advantage of this free fetch land.
Okay.
Because now that I don't have a creature, Quickling is not actually worth it. I go long one. Go fetch a forest.
Right.
Stoke the Flames.
Stoke the Flames is so good.
Yep.
Right. So you gain a life.
And you actually get to see.
Yep, and then you get to flip it back over. And I'll attack for 4.
Yep.
And you're up. Yep. These are essentially 2.
It's 3. 3.
No? 1, 2, 3, and then 4 for the trigger.
He gets +1 plus. Oh.
Yeah, so these are 3,
For
2.
each other.
And then, yeah.
Other.
Yeah, and this guy is attacking.
Yeah, so he's 3, 4. Yeah, never mind. Math
Go
is
ahead.
hard. So this card that Eric knows I have, because you get to saw it.
Yep.
It's not worth it. I'm going to play Barrage and take
That
damage.
is pretty good.
I get to clear up some of the stuff and still take a bunch of damage next turn. Go ahead.
Alright. Oh, that draw was pretty sick. There's really no reason to hold this, so we're just going to play it. I'm going to play another Goblin Rebel Master.
Oh, God.
Moved my combat step, get 2 goblins, trigger, so attack for 6.
Yep.
And you're up.
What can get me out of this? It's actually not a bad draw, but it still might be just a little too late. So I'm gonna play an island for land for the turn.
Master Waves were pretty good.
Yeah, Master Waves, double Master Waves would be fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this Knucklehead.
Okay, and he can bounce for 2?
Yep.
Okay.
For 3.
For 3.
2 and a blue.
2 and a blue. Okay.
But I can't really risk leaving a blue open. So it's your go.
Okay. Draw. That was pretty good. I think we're going to do this. It's just the safer of the plays. So, Chain to the Rocks.
Yep.
The Knuckleblade. This mountain has a lot of creatures on it. Trigger my Rabble Masters.
Attack for 4.
Attack for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Yep.
Right.
I have no tricks. So my one thing that could help me is the sorcery. Wow. So this hand is actually kind of nutty. I get to do a lot of things with the lands that I have. So I get to play this if I want, or I can lead with this, and then I get to have this on backup, which is awesome.
So these 5 are lands, and these ones aren't creatures. So I'm gonna mulligan. I would like it known that I would have had perfect mana.
This game is going to hurt. That's all I have to say.
Well, I see a mana confluence.
Well, that's going to be my land for the turn anyway. And you'll understand why this game is going to hurt.
Alright, so we just need 3 lands. Ready for it? That's close enough.
Go ahead.
Alright, I'll take a pain and play a soldier.
That soldier.
Go ahead.
Alright, so draw. That draw actually helps a lot. But because I want to play this on 3, I'd rather lead with that. Go ahead.
Yikes.
Yikes is right.
Alright, we still need some lands, but I'm going to play this and attack for 2.
18.
Good. So, any land that comes into play untapped, and this hand is insane.
Alright, so it's getting a lot less painful now. So I'm going to play an island, take 2 to play a Knuckleblade.
Trigger.
He remembered it. Go ahead.
So we move on to a land, and we did not get one. So this is going to be exciting. What is that thing I'll have? It has haste, it can get bigger. Does it have trample?
No.
Okay, so we're going to leave soldier back on defense.
It's just a vanilla creature.
And I'm going to say go.
So you have...
I have a pro multicolored creature.
Yeah, you have a pro multicolored creature, but I mean cards that you can have open. So this actually is not a terrible draw. I just don't like that I'm drawing them again. So your pro multicolored creature is going to deal me 2 damage when I bestow this on here.
Yep.
So I'm going to go combat.
Sure.
Attack for 5 and trigger.
Block.
Yep. Go ahead.
So he gets like free attacks because of that.
Yes, yes I do.
That was a sweet draw.
Is it Chain to the Rocks?
It was this card.
Oh, it's a land.
Now we have 3 decisions. This guy here is sweet, but I don't think it's going to be good enough right now. I think this guy is better, especially since we have the backup, and this card is not doing anything to the board, so that's, I think, where we're at. Plus, this combination is a little better than this combination. So I'm going to go ahead and take 1 and play a Rabble Master.
Rabble Master away?
Combat trigger, just attack with a token.
Yep.
And you're up.
So that changes the game plan a little bit. So I draw this, which was kind of my hope to go actually grab this one with this. But now that changes a little thing. So I'm going to lay this Plains and the Spear Heliod.
Yikes.
Yikes is right. Let's go to combat.
Yep.
You can get your free block.
I will block and
you will
take 2.
Go ahead.
Alright. He doesn't have mana up for Spear of Heliod, so that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
That card is not good right now, so that's exciting. I think we're just trying to get in as much damage as possible while holding Soldier of the Pantheon back on D. So I think we're going to go with this. The question is, we want as much damage as possible, or would we like to hold back some guys? There's no way we can hold this up while playing this, so I think we're just going to play this before combat. I'll take another one and play Rabble Master.
I was so hoping you didn't have that.
Double trigger.
Yep.
These guys for 8.
So, just pumps its butt there, its attack, right?
Yeah.
Alright,
So if
so
you have a
this
shock-
card is actually going to be like a Stone Cold blow up. I'm going to play quickly.
Yep.
Response?
I have no responses.
I will bounce this.
Okay.
And then I'm going to throw him so far on the bus.
Sure. That will happen.
And then I will take 3.
Yep. These guys will trade. You have a
Actually, I
spiteful
will
return to play.
take 2. Actually, yeah. I will block one of the
Okay.
other guys. Yep.
Sure.
Because I forget that that happens.
All right, and go ahead.
He's dead. Because your guy was huge.
Yeah, my guy was humongous. We lost our free blocking.
Stuff for your blocking. So this is my draw for the turn, which is kind of going to be helpful. But do I want him to do this or not? Is the other problem. I have this 2/2 out, and he has a bunch of 2/2s. Or a bunch of 1/1s. So I'm going to crash in and see what happens.
I'm going to go ahead and take 4.
Alright, that is awesome.
Reason we didn't block is we know that he has the multicolored guy, and I don't want to lose Rabble Master.
I am going to play this Barrage of Boulders.
That is going to kill a lot of guys.
That it is. That Rebel Master is going to hurt. I'm trying to figure out if I play land. It's so hard because you're screwed.
I think so, because last turn you played Spear of Heliod and had quickly
Yep.
up.
I did. I played Flood of Strength. Go ahead.
Alright. So we want to land really bad. That is not a land, but it's not too bad. So, let's see. There's no way we can kill him this turn. But I think we're going to play this one. Or this one. I think this is the better play, as it can block as well. So, trigger Rabber Master.
Yep.
We are going to attack with both. If he has another quick lane, then he does.
Still. Take a lot of damage from the Rebel Master. I will take 4.
Okay. I'm going to take 2 to play Ibrimaz.
Yep, Vermont 6.
You're up.
So the problem being at 2 is these are now shut off.
You can tap one of them.
Tap one of them, then they can't do this. And the problem is like, I have this,
Yeah.
I just started drawing lands again. Which I think there's too many for a zoo deck. Yeah. That's a little annoying. You have it again?
Right. Alright. Game 5. Gotta pick one up.
I'm gonna try. Maybe I can come out swinging a lot faster than what I did.
Yeah. Most of today was getting all the equipment. So otherwise we would have had more videos done, I think. We've only been recording for
About an hour.
Yeah.
And a half-ish.
but a lot of it's like shuffling and get edited out and stuff. So you are on the play.
Here I am, and I'm actually going to keep this hand because I can do this. This needs to get certain ones, and same with this. Actually, I'm one color short, but I can probably get it.
Alright, so our cards are pretty powerful. This interaction is super sweet. And then we do have the Bloodstained Mire for this card, so we're going to go ahead and keep it.
Good?
Yep.
I'm going to lead with a Strand and Sega.
Gonna draw. That was a sick draw.
Is that a
So we're gonna lead off with this, and most likely play this on turn 2. So I'm gonna take 1 and play Blood-Soaked Champion. Good. First appearance in the Versus video. I'm super excited for that card.
Alright, so that draw actually is going to help us out. So I'm going to play Windswept Teeth and Sega.
Alright. Still no change in the plans. Battle for 1 or 2, sorry. And play Nomad Outpost.
Yep.
And you're up.
Alright, I'm going to skip steps here. Go get Forest Island.
Suppose we should put the proxies in front.
This card is going to be good. Oh, it's all the good. So now this changes my plan. Instead of this, I'm going to actually go with this. Go get him on.
Is this a Knuckle Blade?
This is a Knuckle Blade.
So savage.
That 4/4's coming at you.
Well, you can't give him haste.
Yep, yeah, go ahead.
So that was a draw for turn. It's a redraw because we already had one. I'm going to go ahead and just play this and then this thing. And so Mountain, Nomad Outpost, chain your Savageborn, Knuckle Blade, get in there. Good.
So because I changed my play, I have to change how I play. So I'm going to play Corsair.
Yep.
That Fleeceman line. Go ahead.
Okay. Drawing. I've hit a lot of lands. Like I could have used this earlier, but I'm not one that firmly believes in like the fact that you're like actually deck thinning. I mean, you are taking one of the cards out of your deck, but as we've hit a bunch of lands in a row, I don't actually want to use this. It's just kind of my thinking on it. So I think on this turn, we're gonna go ahead and play this, and then play this guy, and we are gonna sack this guy as he's not gonna be doing anything anymore. So Plains. I'm gonna play a Butcher of the Horde.
Take 5/5/5.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice him to give him haste.
Yep.
Attack for 5. And then you're up.
Alrighty. So my draw is Fleeceman line. Doesn't do a whole lot because I'm kind of missing white. And that flyer.
This guy just might be insane.
He might be.
Like,
So I'm going to lead off with this, with Corsair.
yep.
Play this Delta, gain 2.
Yep.
Oop, I went. Delta's not going to get me anywhere but a bunch of life and 1 game. So it's
You shoot +1 life if you fetch, right?
Yeah, it gets me +1, but it takes 2 Corsairs to get +1 on the fetch lands, which
I mean, that's still
really,
pretty sweet.
Yeah. So I'm going to go to combat.
Okay.
It's 2 you.
Nothing.
And go ahead.
All right. So we get a sweet interaction as long as CJ doesn't have any tricks.
Nothing but chock full of them, so.
This does kind of change our play a little bit. We don't get as much value as I was hoping for, but I think it's still pretty worth it. So I'm going to go ahead and
Play this plane.
play Plains, play Brimaz.
Yep.
I'm going to declare attack step. I'm going to attack. I'm going to trigger a raid.
Yep.
I'm going to play this guy. I'm going to go ahead and sack this guy to give Butcher of the Horde lifelink.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll
Take
take
5. And then I get a gain 5.
Yep.
And then it's your turn.
I don't want this card because he can't actually deal with the Butcher, so I'm going to crack this. Go find a swamp to get this 5 color to come out.
I thought you needed the Plains.
Plains would be nice. Gain 2, but Delta can't actually get Plains. is.
Hey, planes.
Yeah, planes, fetch lands. So I draw that. Reveal this.
It's like +3 life too. It's pretty sick.
That is +3 life. It's actually relevant, which is kind of nuts. Gain 2.
Yep.
Oops. 2. So I can crack it now, so I can play both of these. Just because that Vermaz is actually kind of a pain. And that's just what I think I might actually want to do. So I'm going to go with both of these. So I'm going to crack. Because Caryatid doesn't actually do me anything.
So he's going to lose 1, then he's going to gain 2 when his things come into play.
Yep.
So he just goes to 9.
Basically. Which, if I keep hitting lands with double Courser, buys me a lot of time against that thing.
And I'm still waiting for Chromanticore.
Still a color? Oh no, I actually have Chromanticore.
Yeah.
So I have a quick lane on top, which is actually kind of nice.
Something that can chump Butcher.
Yeah, he flies. So this Fleeceman line.
Yep.
Into this Master of Waves for 2.
Okay. For a guy?
For a guy.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say go.
Alright. So I think we want another Butcher, I think is probably what we're looking for here, as he doesn't have any flyers to end the game. I think that gets it anyway. Yes, it does. Okay. You have nothing that flies?
Nothing.
Okay. I'm going to play a land.
Yep.
I'm going to attack. I'm going to trigger. And then I'm going to stoke you.
Yeah, that'll get it.
Okay.
That was my last card. Stoke to Flame Field.
Yeah.